if you're going into Call of Dragons anniversary without a plan, you're about to donate rewards to everybody else. In the next minutes, I will show you exactly what to save, what to spend, and the common trap and mistakes players miss the biggest milestones. And I think this is very important. I want to make this video right now so people start preparing for the Call of Dragons anniversary. From what I know, this anniversary is going to be at the 28th of March. I'm not like 100% sure about about this specific date, but this is just the information I'm having, and I'm going to share with you in this video what I'm going to do in form of preparation to actually get the best benefits from this event. And I'm going to share with you my strategy for other two events. This is Greatest Heights. As you can see, I have a city skin with adornment. I'm going to share with you how I'm going to prepare for the next Greatest Heights with the city skin and what most likely is going to happen there. Also, till the end, at the end of the video, I'm going to also talk about the strongest word, because this event that is coming more times from rest of the events, and if you want to win there, what exactly you have to do to grab the rewards in the strongest word. So first thing first, in the anniversary event, from the memory I have, I think people should prepare it something like 60,000 gems, and this is for the Artifact Throwback or Artifact Extravaganza. It's two different names, but we're talking about a same event. In this event, if you remember right, we're going to be able, you make like 100 pulls, 600 gems is a single pull, if I remember, and you're going to hand pick an artifact. On top of that, you're going to have a pretty decent chance to get an artifact in the progress. On top of that, I think on level 20, you're going to be able to get a chest with artifact inside. I'm not quite sure, do I have a chest like this? Yeah. For example, this epic chest, and I can basically pick whatever artifact I want from here. If I remember, there was a chest with the random legendary artifact, and from there I get this Grammar Hammer. This is basically for the Artifact Extravaganza. Very solid. It gives you this seconds, these 4 seconds immediately, and just the damage change, but the target is going to be 4 for 4 seconds. Absolutely wild artifact, and I get it because I prepare myself for this event, and this is Call of Dragons anniversary event. So far, for now, prepare like 60k gems. Now, if you want to go, and this is just for the artifacts, if you want to go with more, is always better, because I'm not like 100% sure what kind of things is going to be there, but yeah, this event is coming, so everybody have to be prepared for it. I stress out in this video right now because I know there's going to be people who don't prepare and miss some crazy great rewards. We're not talking about the competition, who is going to be on the first or the second place. We're talking about getting rewards from this event. So 60k for now. Don't waste your resources, don't waste your speed ups. And speaking about the speed ups, this is so far what I'm going to prepare for the Call of Dragons anniversary event. And speaking about the speed ups, right now I'm going to share with you my plan for the Greatest Heights and how I plan to get more of these beautiful skins. Now, so far I have like just a single one, and I get a adornment for this one. Now, I'm not happy with this adornment, okay? I spent like 6 of these dragon seals to get this adornment, and I'm not so happy with it. But it is what it is. I mean, we cannot get back the time. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just saving. I'm just saving, and I want to hit again the 3,000 speed ups. Right now, I'm having like 1,070 days, something like this. 1,070 days. I'm looking maybe to hit 2,000. To be fair, it's going to be 2,000. Why is that? Because all the end game playing mages, they already spent everything they have for the mage skin. Right now, whales don't and krakens don't need that much city skins, and the mage skin, all the people who was competing for the HP bypass mage skin, they throw everything, including me. So what I'm going to try to do is going to be to hit like 2,000 days and go and compete maybe in the next mage event. I'm not like 100% sure I'm going to be able to collect that much, and it strongly depends what kind of city skin is going to be. But if the city skin is good, most likely I'm going to have like 2,000 days at this point. With 2,000 days, I think this is something like 35 million points, or maybe 40. I think it's like 35 million points, which is going to be 7 seals. At this point, I have like 4. Yeah, I have like seal of power, like 4 of these seals. So maybe if I make like 2,500, I'm going to be way more confident that I'm going to get like seals for 2 city skins. And most likely there's going to be city skin throwback. And I'm going to not buy the Dormant. I'm going to get the city skin and the throwback city skin and add extra 4% more attack to my account. But again, save all of your speed ups. So far, there is no other event like city skin, basically for the city skin event in Call of Dragons. Some of the best city skins was already done. Now, some people are going to say, "Yo, Burgas, you're not right," but for me, I'm absolutely right. The best city skin for the mages was actually the first one. It's giving you 10% magic unit attack. This is giving you way more merits at the end of the day. And, for example, cavalry attack is also a good one. This is for mages. For infantry, this one, infantry HP, the biggest stats for the infantry is HP, so this 10% is going to give you more points from any other stats if you decide to actually boost it. This one, it was in the throwback, but I didn't manage to actually get it. But yeah, this is enough for the city skins. I'm not going to go in deep. Let me know in the comments if you're looking to for me to make a more in-depth video over the city skins. But this is part of the things I'm going to do to prepare for the city skin event. And if you enjoy this type of videos, don't forget to hit one like, also subscribe for more Call of Dragons videos. So what else we have to keep in mind when we're going to compete in Greatest Heights is going to be the resources. Believe it or not, last time I almost finished my resources. I was having like maybe close to 3 billion mana, and at some point I was close to finish my ore. I was having mana, but I didn't actually have ore, and that was actually mind-blowing for me. I mean, I have a stream, I live stream how I hit this 50 million points, but yeah, it was like, oh my god, I cannot believe I'm going to have mana, but I'm not going to have ore. So keep in mind the good proportions of your resources to not be like 2.2 billion gold. And by the way, when I finished this event, I was having like 1.5 billion gold and 800k wood, basically 2 times less wood. So from there, every time I have a chance to spend my gold for some kind of events where you spend some resources, I always spend my gold, and I send I sent more for the woods. I mean, I go 4 for mana and 1 for wood, like this, just to compensate the huge difference between the gold and the wood. So you have to prepare also resources. There is many calculators that, for example, if you want to go from tier 4 to tier 5, how much resources, how much speed ups you're going to need. Obviously, this is the sweetest thing you can actually do from tier 4 to tier 5. It's also going to cost you less. It's going to cost you less resources in form of speed ups and resources, and it's going to give you a lot of points. It's a lot of clicking, don't get me wrong, but yeah. So save your speed ups for this type of event, and since the event is like couple days, you have to align with the kingdom buff also to give you a title and everything. Prepare very well, because this is so expensive. I mean, pushing 50 million just troops is so much resources, so and speed up. So everything that can actually reduce this thing is very, very welcomed. And finally, I want to speak about the event that is Strongest Word. Now, Strongest Word is an event that I don't participate. Right now, I don't think we actually even have this. Oh, we actually have it. Yeah, so everything get decided in the phase 1. This is where the legions get trained, and if you see a ranking at the day 1, like 100 million points, and battle fine. Okay, this is day 1. See the day 2, like 5 million. This is the top player. 100 million, 5 million. This is with the Darklings, if I remember right. This is Darklings, resource gathering, and power up again. Now for resource gathering, 1.5 million. So you see Darkling even beat this one, but day 1 is just deciding who is going to be where. Now if you end up like 7 million, you may actually have here they can actually push you out, but come on, brother, if you go for the training, you're finishing. And final day is basically everything combined. That mean a power up day is building power, tech power, legion power. Here is less points from, I think, what was at the beginning. As you can see, what kind of points you can get here, and what kind of points you can get here. In day 5, full speed ahead. This is train level 1. Train level 1 unit, 4 points. How much is actually here? 1 unit is 5 points. So at the beginning it's like 25% more points at the end of the day, and or maybe 20-25% more points from the day 1. So if you want to go for your dominant, if you want to dominate, this event is going to be in the day 1. This extra 20%, if you go for the training, is just wild. But again, this is how you can actually win Strongest Word. Obviously, you're going to need also a lot of CP points, all these juicy things to actually get even further in the ranking. But for me, getting the city skins is the ultimate goal. Get the city skin because it's something people see. It's actually looking cool at the end of the day, and this is how you can prepare for each of this event. The city skin event and Strongest Word event is the same. For the Call of Dragons anniversary event, I suggest go with 60k minimum 60k gems, so you're not at least lose the the artifact, if I remember right. So yeah, if you get that far in this video, don't forget to hit one like. Also subscribe for more Call of Dragons videos. This is going to be for this video, and everything I want to say inform us preparing for the events in Call of Dragons, for these 3 very nice events in my opinion. Go check out this video. I'm going to put one video here. It's going to be interesting for you. to watch us next. I wish you great day and see you in the next video.